Hi everyone, I'm Miss Kassandra here with another bilingual Spanish story time. Today's theme is hibernation. Let's get started. Hola a todos, yo soy Miss Kassandra con otro cuento bilingüe en español. La tema de hoy es hibernación. Vamos a empezar. I also want to remind everyone that my family comes from Mexico, so my Spanish may sound a little different, but it doesn't mean that it's wrong. You're more than welcome to share the various words and phrases from your country down below in the comments section. También les quiero recordar que mi familia viene de México. Mi español se puede escuchar un poco diferente, pero no se significa que es mal. Ustedes son más de bienvenidos a compartir las varias palabras y frases que comparten en su país, abajo en la sección de comentarios. Now, are we ready? Let's get started. All right, friends, let's get into our first song for today. First, in Spanish, it said primero o primera. All right, let's get into it. Our first song for today is called Hola Hola, and I will be singing it in Spanish. Follow along with me. Hola, hola, para ti y para mí. Hola, hola. Este cuento comienza así. Hola, hola, para ti y para mí. Hola, hola, este cuento comienza así. Good job, friends. Buen trabajo, amigos. All right, friends, let's get into our book about hibernation for today. Amigos, hay que leer nuestro libro de hibernación ahorita. Are we ready? Our book for today is called Do Polar Bears Snooze in Hollow Trees? In Spanish, it is directly translated into Los osos polares duermen en los árboles huecos. Hueco is hollow in Spanish. Okay. Do polar bears hang from the ceiling? Polar bear in Spanish is said oso polar. No, bats hang from the ceiling. Bats crowd together on cave ceilings and walls. They cluster so closely together that several hundred bats can fit in 1 square foot. They may lose up to half their body weight while they sleep through the winter. Bats in Spanish is said murciélago. Can you say murciélago? Good job. Do polar bears burrow in the mud? Los osos polares se meten en la tierra. No, carp burrow in the mud. In the fall, a carp beats its tail into the muddy pond. Its heartbeat slows down and falls deeply asleep. It hibernates in the warm, muddy bed all winter. In the spring, the ice on the pond melts and the carp wakes up. Do polar bears snooze in hollow trees? No, raccoons snooze in hollow trees. Raccoons doze all winter in small groups inside hollow trees. They sleep more lightly than many animals in true hibernation. On warm days, they even wander out into the sunshine. After they snack on plants, bugs, raccoons will crawl back into the tree and snooze some more. Raccoons in Spanish are said mapaches. Do polar bears crowd into wiggling balls? No, snakes crowd into wiggling balls. When the air turns chilly, a garter snake's body temperature drops. But these cold-blooded animals know how to stay warm. Garter snakes gather in huge balls underground to keep each other warm. Do polar bears turn into ice? No, frogs turn into ice. Each winter, almost 1/2 of the water in a wood frog's body freezes. The frog turns into a frozen block. Its heart and brain completely stop. When spring comes, the wood frog thaws and starts hopping again. Frog in Spanish is said rana. Can you say rana? Awesome job. Do polar bears stay underground most of the year? No, Gila monsters stay underground most of the year. Gila monsters are large lizards that live in the desert. They spend 98% of their lives underground. In the summer, they stay underground to avoid the hot sun. In the winter, they hibernate. They live off of fat stored in their tails. Do polar bears crawl up in tiny balls? No, squirrels curl up in tiny balls. During the fall, a ground squirrel gobbles seeds and bugs. The squirrel gains weight to help survive the winter. Then it curls up in its underground den. It tucks its tail around and head and falls asleep. Squirrel in Spanish is said ardilla. Can you say ardilla? Good job. Do polar bears sleep through the summer? No, crocodiles sleep through the summer. In very hot regions, crocodiles sleep through the summer. Small ponds disappear during the dry season. Crocodiles burrow into the ground of the rest. They sleep until the rains return to refill the ponds. Do polar bears breathe through mud? No, turtles breathe through mud. For half the year, snapping turtles stick their heads above the water to breathe air. During the other half of the year, snapping turtles hibernate deep in the mud. Their body temperature plunges and they lie very still. They breathe air that is trapped in the mud. Turtles in Spanish is said tortugas. Try saying tortugas. Tortugas. Good job. Do polar bears sleep in snow caves? Yes, polar bears sleep in snow caves. All polar bears sleep in the snow, but only a pregnant polar bear hibernates. She digs her den under the snow in the fall. She makes 2 separate rooms and climbs in. She gives birth to 2 tiny cubs and spends the rest of the winter in one room, and the cubs share the other. That's it. Feed. Hi friends, welcome to the Create segment of the Bilingual Spanish Story Time. Today we will be creating paper plate caves for hibernation. Hola amigos, bienvenidos al segmento de crear del cuento bilingüe en español. Hoy crearemos cuevas de platos de papel para la hibernación. Are we ready? ¿Estamos listos? Today we will need 1 paper plate. Hoy vamos a necesitar un plato de papel, one bear printable. It can be however many you'd like. Un imprimible de osos, puede hacer cuantos usted quiera. Un pedazo de papel de construcción color azul. Glue, pegamento. Scissors, tijeras, and cotton balls, bolas de algodón. Now, are we ready? Ahora sí estamos listos? Let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start. Vamos a empezar by folding our paper plate in half. We are going to start off by folding, doblando the plate in half. Okay. Once we have our plate folded, ya que tenemos nuestro plato doblado en dos, we will go ahead and use the scissors, las tijeras, and cut right down the middle here. Vamos a cortar en el medio. Okay, now that we have our paper plate in two, ya que tenemos nuestro plato en dos, we're going to get 1/2 of the paper plate and cut this area out. Vamos a agarrar un medio del papel, plato de papel, y cortar este medio, pedazo en medio, con las tijeras. It's almost like a C shape. Está en una forma de letra C. Okay, let's go ahead and cut it out. Okay. So we now have a whole half plate and just the outside of another half. Okay, y aquí tenemos un pedazo medio entero y un pedazo que nomás es el alrededor, the outside. Okay, and so what we will do now is set this aside. We are going to grab our blue piece of paper. Vamos a agarrar nuestro pedazo de papel azul. Now, we're going to grab the glue. Vamos a agarrar nuestro pegamento and grab the whole half piece of paper plate and put some glue on the back. Vamos a agarrar el pedazo entero, medio, del plato de papel y pegarle pegamento atrás. And I'm going to glue it to the bottom. This is going to be our cave. Lo voy a pegar hacia abajo del papel. Esto va a ser nuestra cueva. Okay, great job. Okay, what I'm going to do now is grab this outer piece of plate. Voy a agarrar este parte alrededor del plato. And I'm going to turn it around. Vamos a voltear este pedazo de plato. We're going to put a little glue on the inside here. Vamos a ponerle un poco de pegamento adentro. And we're going to glue it right on top of the other plate. Lo vamos a pegar hacia arriba del otro plato, medio plato. Okay. If you need a little bit more glue, go ahead and put a little bit more glue in. Okay, great job. So now we will go ahead and set this aside. Vamos a poner nuestra cueva al lado para que se seque. And now we're going to cut out our bears or bear. Vamos a cortar cuantos osos usted quiera. In Spanish, bear is said oso. Can you say oso? Awesome. Great job, amigos. So remember, this is your craft. You can add as many bears as you'd like, or as many bears that fit into your cape. Remember, this is hibernation. We want them to be warm. I'm gonna go ahead and cut 2 bears out. Okay. We have our 2 bears. Tenemos nuestros 2 osos. So what I will do now is put a little glue on the back side of these bears. Voy a poner poquito pegamento. Voy a voltear los ositos y pegarlos aquí adentro. Okay. Great job. Okay. So now that you have your bears in the cave, it's time to make the snow on your paper. Ahora que tiene sus osos, osos, remember, is bear, in your cueva, which is cave, it's time to add the snow, el hielo, with the cotton balls. You can add as many as you'd like to this. Use your glue, put a little dot on the back of your cotton ball, and get started. I am covering up my cave with snow. Estoy cubriendo mi cueva con hielo. Uh-oh. One of our last steps will be to draw faces on our little bears.
This bear is going to have a little bow. Va a tener un moño. This little bear. Okay. All right, we're all done with our craft today. Great job. Estamos todos terminados con nuestra arte de hoy. Buen trabajo, amigos.
Our last and final song for today, friends, will be our Adios Amigos song, sung in Spanish. I'll sing it slowly. Follow along with me. Nuestra última canción de hoy se llama, como siempre, Adios Amigos. Lo voy a cantar despacito. Canten conmigo. Adiós amigos, adiós amigos, ya me voy, la pasamos bien, pero ya me voy, Adiós amigos, ya me voy, la pasamos bien, pero ya me voy. Good job, amigos. Buen trabajo, amigos. Thank you for joining me today. Gracias por estar aquí conmigo hoy. If you liked today's video, be sure to subscribe. Si le gustó el video de hoy, asegúrense a suscribirse. Muchas gracias. Hasta luego.